You've listened to me, not a 14-year-old. You've lived with me today.
Right, can you sit on the bench?
Sit down. Right, do not lie to me. I know more about you than you probably know about yourself.
Mate, fault.
You was arrested 18 years ago as part of a paedophile ring, yeah? You, your brother, your dad and your mum.
Yeah?
Yeah? There's real children that you were talking to. I've spoken to the mum of the girl that you've been talking to, and I swore that I would get you for the sake of that real child. What? You're a chef. You fucking wank in the kitchen.
We've got it all videoed. We've got it all videoed to hand over. Jizzing all over the floor and then serving people's food.
I've had to sit at night watching you for the sake of knowing that he is not a real fucking child that you were talking to.
Just walk away.
You're
Right,
fucking
walk away. Right, you are a paedophile. Yeah? We don't call you that unless you're convicted. You're convicted. You're a paedophile. We've gone live off our main page. We normally go off closed group. Yeah? But for a re-offending paedophile ring person, you're going live and you're being streamed all over Facebook right now. The police are being called. You're going to be arrested. Do you understand? What the fuck are you playing at?
Calm down.
What are you playing at?
You've made a 14-year-old child, what you believe to be a 14-year-old child, travel from Leeds to Oxford train station, then decided she had to get a taxi another half-hour away to come and meet you.
This is Peter Hicks, 48, from Stadhampton.
How many children are you talking to online? Because I know there is loads. You've blocked so many of our decoys because they wouldn't do what you wanted them to do, which was you offered to pay them money to watch you wank.
We've got everything. We've got all the kids you've been talking to, the real kids.
Where's the logs?
Where's the logs? In the car.
In the handbag.
We've got all the real kids you've been talking to. Hopefully they throw away the key and hopefully someone gets you inside because you are vile. What you do, disgusting paedophile.
Oh, calm down.
No, he is a paedophile.
Yeah,
He's convicted. He's a paedophile. Everyone look on the UK database for Gosport paedophile ring. You'll find him and his full family there.
Look, how many
look at
times?
this. Look at this. This is all the chat.
That's not even all of it.
It's half of it.
That's half the chat log.
Do you know what that is?
What's that?
You know what it is.
Well, can you tell for the camera what it is, please?
What is it?
Do you know, I sat and counted last night. 18 dick pics you sent me. 18?
His name is Peter Hicks.
What
Is that yours?
14-year-old wants to see that?
Is that a picture of yours?
He knows it is. Look at him. Fucking pathetic excuse.
How many of them are there?
Do you know what? In all the time I've been doing this, no one, not one paedophile has affected me the way you have, and I'm a grown woman.
Get this shared. Get this shared.
How-
3-time re-offender.
How do you think a 14-year-old child would feel having to watch that filth? Do you know, you've been talking to my husband while you was leaving a child at the train station. I was on the phone to my husband, and it's him that you was talking to. You was trying to be really clever.
Hopefully.
You gave us a location.
Yeah.
You walked straight into us.
And if we weren't going to come here, we was coming to your work because we know now where you work. We worked it out from the location you've given us.
You've led us on a bit of a goose chase, haven't you?
This is the 5th time you've arranged and failed to meet. 3 times in Leeds. You cancelled it the other day. Today, luckily for us, you've stuck to your word and you've come through for the meet. Because you need taking off the streets.
Did you find baby oil? So you could lube up my tight pussy, because you can use anything to do that, and you was going to use baby oil, weren't you?
And she's wearing the leggings she told you she was wearing. But she's got underwear on, unfortunately for you.
And I'm a bit older than 14.
You got anything to say? You got anything to say?
Apart from don't drop the soap.
You spoke to me for a little bit as well, wanting to pay underage children to watch you wank.
Can I just ask, what made you carry on talking to me? Is it because...
He's a paedophile, that's why. He's a dirty paedophile.
Is it because I went along with what you wanted to do, and... I'll tell you what, you must earn some money. The amount of girls you've offered money to watch you wank, £500, £300...
And it's not just like, it's all over Facebook. Like, you are all over Facebook. Not just this, I'm on about the real parents have been sharing your chats all around Facebook. So everyone knows in the area, all around here, what you like.
That's how I managed to talk to the... Do you know what? Last Saturday night, Bill, the only hours of Sunday morning, she just finished work. And she asked me to call her when I explained who we were and that we had you on our tracks. I was determined to get you. And do you know what? We've travelled in the snow for 4 hours to get you, and it was fucking worth every second.
We've risked our lives to come and get you off the street.
It was worth every second to get you. I was determined to get you.
And I am shaking, guys, because it is freezing. And also, his name is Peter Hicks. He's 48 and he's from Stadhampton, originally of the Gosport area. If any decoys have got him, please jump on the page and let our admin know. You'd know if you've got him. He's just vile. This guy here wanks in his kitchen at work, spunks all over the floor, spunks all over his shitty chef uniform, and then goes back to work and makes people food. That is fucking vile.
Over the counter, that you've just spunked over everything.
And we've got it all on video.
Do you,
Sick
did
fuck.
your work know about your past? What is it with talking to young girls online? Why do you do it? Would you say that you are a paedophile? We know you are because you've been done for it. You've been convicted, God knows how many times. Do you have a genuine interest in children? Why are you not talking to me? You don't stop over Messenger. All you want to do is talk.
Till 2, 3 in the morning.
Ask them if you can
Keeping the
wait
girl
for
up.
me.
When you know she's got school.
Do you know, so when I sit there in the mornings making out that I'm going to be late for school, and all you say to me is, oh, please just watch me, let me do it for you.
The pub he works at, I'm not going to name it,
No,
but
don't name
it's in Stadhampton.
Don't name, there's a few around this and I want to find it.
Outside, just outside of Oxford. Just outside of Oxford.
You knew you was going to get caught really, didn't you, deep down, because you told me.
How many times did you say, this is a setup, this is a setup? How many times did you say that?
And still...
But your paedophilic ways got the better of you, didn't you? Your little noncy fucking inhibitions, I don't know if that's the right word, your little noncy things that you like to do got the better of you.
Telling me how to give you a blowjob and...
And I don't care, people, he's been convicted, so he is a full-blown nonce. It's the only time I've ever been allowed to say this on a sting. But you are a nonce. You're a paedophile.
Are you not even sorry for what you've done?
Don't you, why'd you do it? Why'd you fuck kids' lives up for?
Calm down.
God, mate, do you want to take, why don't you take that? Because I'm going to smash it.
No.
So you got anything to say? Because you had enough to say to her online.
Do you know what you've done to me the past few weeks? How you've made me feel? What I've been through, talking to you.
Put her through hell.
Girl.
You have put her through hell and she's an adult. Absolute hell.
The only reason I carried on is because I knew there was real children involved. And I know for a fact other decoys have got you. And I know you've blocked quite a few of them because they wouldn't play your little game with you. See me?
You got nothing to say.
I'm one step ahead of you. I knew I was going to get you, and I got you. Do you know what I'm going to go home and do? Fucking celebrate.
That's what I'm doing tonight. You've been a long time in the coming, you have.
You thought you was clever. You got to be one step ahead of us.
Leaving a kid at Leeds train station 3 times. Think you're some sort of big man, do you?
So what's
Leaving
going to
kids
happen
about.
today then? You're going to go back where?
He's going to take me back to his work. And what was it? If any of your workmates asked why I was in your room, I had to say that I was your daughter. Should we go up to your work now? You can tell them.
So I'll go
Take me
for-
in there and say, look, this is my daughter.
I'm going for a pint in a minute.
Yeah, we'll go for a pint.
I'm going to go for a pint. When you get your bracelets put on, I'm going for a pint at that pub just up there where you work. And we're going to be telling a few people some untruths about you, you dirty wrong 'un.
Why did you do it? Why? Why did you do it? You've been caught before. You've been caught how many times?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 times. Well, why did you do it? What makes you do it? When it happened the first time, right? Can you look at me? When it happened the first time, did you get any sort of help? Did you get any counselling or anything? You didn't get any.
Should
What,
have
so-
had 9 bar to the
So
end,
then you
but
were just
maybe.
put in, and then you got no counselling whatsoever. Can you look at me again? So you were put in, and then you got no counselling whatsoever, and then you were just let out again.
Yeah.
And then you got done, what, a couple of other times for flashing, wasn't it? Then what happened?
Your
Did you
name
get done
is
then?
Flasher.
Did you get any help then?
Flashing to vulnerable young mums and children. You got a son, haven't you? I've seen some nice screenshots.
Disowned you, innit?
Disowned you. You gave his mum grief and crap. They had to keep moving everywhere because of you.
Scumbag.
That is your son, and he doesn't even want to know you. Are you not ashamed? What do you think he's going to be sitting there thinking? There's a good chance he could see this. My heart breaks for him.
He's down to see it, isn't he?
If
Do you know, if you was my dad,
Oh, no.
I wouldn't even be able to acknowledge you.
Have you got anything to say?
Why are you a woman? Why do you like kids? Why are you attracted to kids?
Don't like kids, it's just it.
You don't what?
Don't like kids, it's just it.
So, three-time
You've been
reoffender.
told 3 times. You're a paedophile. How can you say you don't like kids?
It's in the definition.
So why do you talk to kids online then?
Why do you offer them £500 so you can go on video call and they can watch you wank and you can come for them? That's what you say every time. I want to do it for you. I want to do it for you.
I've got about 15 videos on my phone of you. Do you know what? 6 o'clock, 6 in the evening, I've got my kids around me and all I've got is you. Do you not notice that I had to go and do my homework and that? I was actually sorting my kids out. And all I got from you was, can I do it for you? Can I do it for you?
We're supposed to protect you now if anyone turns up, but I've got a good mind just to stand back and let you be laid into.
So why kids? Why kids?
Why do you like messaging kids online?
Why? For what reason?
I don't know, it's-
Sorry, you don't know?
Because you're a pathetic excuse of a human being.
Hold on. Why kids?
I just look lonely.
You get lonely.
Sounds stupid.
Oh, just stop, right.
I know it
Have you
sounds
got any-
stupid, but,
Before I
If you touch
forget.
any of my female colleagues,
Shush.
Hold on.
Have you got any learning difficulties, any
I
illnesses?
was learning difficulties. I went to Bayport, a special school for kids that can't read and write, and
You can't read and write.
not very well, no.
You
Well, you
fucking
no,
lying
you.
cunt.
Well,
I can
you
write,
can.
you know,
Right.
my spelling and that's rubbish, do you know what I mean?
Okay. So back to that question: why kids?
Do you know?
Why our kids? Because what you put this lady through was hell, and if that was a real child, they would not have been able to deal with it. You've only just been able to deal with it, haven't you?
Yeah. You tipped me over the edge. Any longer with you,
You had to be got today. That's
you
why we're
are
coming to work.
you're a danger to our kids. And
So-
I will make sure my kids grow up and as much as I can, fucking rid the streets of people like you so that they're safe. I don't do this just for my kids, I do it for every single person. They are babies. 14, 15, they're still babies. They shouldn't even know the crap that you're telling them. What 14-year-old wants to know how to give a blowjob? Especially to a 48-year-old. Have you seen the state of it? Do you really think a 14-year-old would think that was something nice to look at? It made me feel sick.
Made me feel sick, and I saw it second hand. What do you think should happen to you then?
9mm to the head.
No, I need help.
You say you've got learning difficulties, you went to a special school. On our live feeds, you'll find that quite a few of our viewers have got learning difficulties, depression. They don't sit there noncing kids.
That's what it is. You're a nonce, aren't you?
Do you do it on adult sites as well, or just for children?
I try getting a date and another so I can like meet a proper adult and be like settled down sort of thing.
The only adult you're going to
And what
meet is
happened?
called Z-boy.
So what, then you gave up and then you went back to go after our children? So why children? Is that because
They're an easy target, an easy prey.
more vulnerable?
It's 'cause I'm fucking stupid.
No, you're not stupid, you're sick.
You've done it. If this was your first time and you said, yeah, it's a mistake, blah, blah, blah.
You was
I
part
wouldn't
of a
feel no-
paedophile ring.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because my mum and dad and all that like, abused me as a kid.
So you know what it's like. So then why do you do it to other
fucking
children?
worse.
That's what I don't get.
Why
Do you
would
want to do that?
Why would you put a paedophile ring with your mum, dad and brother if they abused you as a child.
So you know how it feels, but you've just put other children through it. How can you do that? I don't get that excuse, because you know what it's like. So why would you do it to another child?
Surely if you was abused, you'd want to help.
Hold on, what I don't understand is how come if your mum and dad abused you, you're convicted as being part of the paedophile ring?
Because he was a child.
So he's being abused while abusing other kids? While abusing other kids and that, yeah? Is that what you're telling me?
His son's auntie is watching this feed at this moment in time.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it. There
And
you go.
she has said that she's absolutely disgusted and
Well, love out to the
Yeah,
auntie
good.
then.
Yeah. Big
Do
love
you know
out to
what,
his family. Apart from the ones that are convicted paedophiles, they can right now like he can.
Everyone
Yeah,
could
the
be
rest
his
of his
son
family, yeah.
and his auntie some love. They're
Yeah.
going to sit and watch this.
His son and his auntie, yeah.
Mate.
What goes through your head? I really don't get it.
He's rushing me.
So you're saying you were abused when you were a child, and then when you got older, you were part of the abuse with your family.
Yeah. that's
Didn't
why
you-
I'm saying that way.
I'm sure you've got another child, the woman, and you got her to arrange for you to have a 15-year-old, and she done it for you
Alright, no.
as well. That could be the second time you got charged. Why would you get with someone and get them to arrange for a child? Oh, just why? I don't get it. Did you not learn after the first time that what you're doing is wrong? This is our babies you are fucking harming.
Kids,
What gives you the right to do that to our kids?
kids that get abused end up messed up and they end up having dysfunctional relationships. They end up going through life not being able to function properly, and then sometimes, most of the time, they end up turning to either drink or drugs or both, and then they end up knackered, ending up owing people money for drugs, they end up having to get into a life of crime.
And they walk around empty souls.
And this is what people like you don't understand what you do to children.
Do you know what? I'm 38 and you reduced me to tears.
Have you got anything to say to her for what you did to her?
Do you know, I've got...
Huh?
I am genuinely sorry, Willie. I'm genuinely sorry.
Why are you here then to meet a 14-year-old if you're sorry?
I'm sorry. It's just,
How can you be sorry? Because it wasn't just me you was talking to. There was more than one child.
You're only sorry you're caught again.
Yeah, again.
You had him, didn't you? And he blocked you.
I had him.
Oh.
On both of mine.
How many years
I'm
do you
a
think you should
39
get inside
14-year-old.
in prison for this? How many years do you think you need in prison? Because you need a long time to in prison.
Are you on the sex offender register or anything? For...
You still on, you've only just come off it though, haven't you? Yeah. What,
7 years ago. 7
Yeah.
years ago.
We're going slap bang on that, aren't you?
you'll be getting put on that for life now, probably. Do you understand? Yeah, sex offender for life. How did you manage to get a job? Did they DBS check you? Did they do a background check on you? Or did you give them a fake name? Because if they used your real name, there's no way on God's green earth you would have got a job anywhere. So how did you get a job up there?
I've got my real name, you know that.
So then did they DBS check you?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Right, because I'll be telling them about you when I go back up, when I go for a pint in a minute. They will know all about you. And because I've got it on hand cam, I'll be showing them the footage as well to prove that it's you.
You're just vile, you really are.
You've got something right.
Do you know how you can wank so many times a day? I've never known.
In a kitchen at work.
Will you prepare the food?
And the video you sent me, not the live video calls that I've had to deal with, but the actual video where you come all over the kitchen floor. Like, can you remember what you
I
said
thought
to
that was
me?
disgusting.
You asked me, what did I think of it? And I was like, I don't know, what is that white stuff? You put spunk and there's loads of it in there. Is that something to be proud of? Spunking over a kitchen floor when you work?
Hopefully,
Oh.
environmental health will get in touch and all, and you'll get put on a banned list for having anything to do with anything. To be honest, you just need to be banned from life in general.
Is there any decoys on him? Peter Hicks,
Don't know. Is there any other decoys?
48.
And who's doing admin?
Well, we have three. Have you got him as well?
No, I
We've got
didn't.
three.
I spoke to another team who they had you for a little while, about 2 weeks ago I think it was, and you got to them because they didn't play ball with you.
You just block them, don't you? You blocked us.
See, I'm clever, but I'm not clever, but I know how people like you work. I knew that as soon as I agreed to do what you wanted,
You had him.
you got a bit thirsty and you was like,
Is there
yeah.
any other decoys out there?
The police
You
recorded
offered a
it.
young girl £1,000
You're offering a young girl £1,000 to watch a video.
That's the one that you've been talking to.
Is that the real
Yeah.
child?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a real
spoken
child.
to Emma. I'm glad to ring her up and tell her that you've finally been called. I'll
She
promise
wants it.
her.
She's watching.
Is she?
Hopefully she's doing a dance.
And that mum that's watching is one I spoke to, and that is why I vowed that I would get you. And I did.
Oh, look, more people were sending.
Right.
Are you glad that you've been called?
Says it sounds your
Do you know, the screenshots from that real child are disgusting.
That sounds silly.
You what you say?
Silly.
That sounds silly. I'm kind of glad it's been caught.
Well, I'm glad
They
it's
can't
over.
let you go without end. They can't let you go this time. You've got to have some serious counselling.
Counselling won't fix it.
They won't.
No,
It's got to be locked
counselling
away
won't fix it.
forever.
Three times?
Yeah.
It just needs to be put in a room.
Past.
Are you allowed
And
to
let-
go on the internet and everything?
You're not on a
You're
shop.
not on anything.
You're not on a shop order at the moment.
And you don't ever get people check up on you or anything like that?
Really?
So for everything you've done and then re-offended again,
This is where our
Two more
government lets us
times,
down, everyone.
they then just let you go to do whatever what you've just done now. How does that work?
Everyone's sending
That doesn't look after our kids. Good job there are people like us out here that get you.
Just guys, we know about the real child, so please can you stop inboxing us the screenshots and stuff? Thank you. But at the end of the day, you need locking in a room, yeah. And then the only time you come out of that room is when you're in a bag, when your life has expired, when you've finished, because you are not only a danger to children, you're a danger to society in general.
You don't know how hard all of us have worked really hard to try and find you. You play so many games saying you were here, you're there, you're everywhere.
And also, I'd like to give a big shout out to, is it Enforced Justice, who's done 3 things, 3 times at the train station with Net Justice.
Yeah.
No, he let me down.
Yeah, but-
Last minute. Yeah, Net Justice.
Big shout out to Net Justice. They waited 3 weekends for this bloke to turn up, and he didn't.
David Constantine.
You didn't turn up,
Oh,
did
and
you?
J
the
for
other
K.
ones? Did you? Did you turn up at the other ones? Peter? Did you turn up at the other ones? Did you?
And then he made up some complete lie that someone approached him.
So what made you do this one? What made you turn up today?
Because I came to him. That's
Yeah.
why.
in the middle of nowhere in his brother.
Because he thought he was going to have a 14-year-old in his crew room for the night.
He's going to take me back and we're going to have a shower. Okay, that's what he told me.
Is that your phone? Do you want to answer it?
Oh, it's just a message.
Hopefully, that's the auntie.
Who is Jen?
What's his name? Huh?
Is it decoy?
I don't know, he's fucking around. Yeah, that is a decoy, he's just closed her off. Yeah.
Can you
Reopen
can I
it.
look at your
No,
phone
leave
a
it.
minute?
Leave him with his phone. Open it up.
Let's have a look. Oh look, I know you would. Emma, yeah, yeah, there's our decoy. Who's that? Top one?
It's a friend of mine.
Friend?
Can you
Yeah.
not delete anything, please?
Yeah, can you not delete anything?
It's not that it
Lock,
matters. I get everything back.
lock your phone and put it back in your pocket, please, or I'll take
What
it
else
off
have you got? Have you got any? Have you got a computer or a laptop or anything back at the place? No. Huh? Just your phone. Is that the only thing you use?
Yeah.
And where do you live? Back at the where you work?
Don't say where you work.
No, don't tell me where you work.
Do you live in you live on site, don't you? No?
People want to move away from the Alphreys.
Huh? Sorry?
People want to move away from the Alphreys.
I don't want to move in case he tries running.
I wouldn't mind.
God, stay.
Like the police turn up.
Literally been snowing.
We're in the middle of
non-stop.
nowhere, guys. And
Literally,
there's
this is the
snow
only-
everywhere. This is the only place we can go. So sorry.
Yeah, there's only one bus shelter. Luckily
I'll try
enough, we
and- I'll try
copped
and-
him as he was coming up the road.
Yeah.
I'll try and hide the handprints.
There's nowhere I can go. It's absolutely freezing. I don't know about falling over.
We're in the bare middle of
Do you know
nowhere.
what? I'm freezing cold, but it's so worth it.
I'm not cold because I'm just so glad we got it.
Yeah,
It's
3
just
hours
so
it
glad.
took to come and get you. Nearly died in snow and crashed and
crashed
stuff.
my car.
Yeah,
But it's all worth it.
every single minute that we've spent working on your case is going to be worth it. Because do you know what? You're not too far away that I'm not going to come to court. Because even if you go not guilty, I'm going to come to court and watch you in that dock.
Yeah.
You're gonna go with me.
You can't. How can you go not guilty? Look at him. 3-time reoffender with a 500-page chat log, not guilty. You kidding?
Do you admit to chatting to that chat log that we showed you? Do you admit that's from you? Do you? Do you admit that you tried to get, don't say the decoy's name, to come here to meet you today?
Why do you spell your surname with an X? Is it so you don't get found out who you actually are? Because your name's pretty well known down in this area. We spoke to another team and they knew about you and we didn't even have to tell them. So you're on the radar.
Sorry if it's shaking, guys.
How can you have all like the chat and that over a screen and you're standing face to face to me and you can't even answer any questions that are being asked?
Because you're not 14.
Why did you turn up? Because you were so adamant that you was being set up. You said to me numerous times.
Because he was desperate to see you.
Yeah, he's desperate. He's a paedophile.
You even said that you'd take the risk of getting called to meet me. That came true.
Just want a massive neon flashing sign. Put it above his head.
The needs outweighed the risk today, didn't it? Didn't it?
Bit cold, thought he'd have something to warm himself up. Thought he'd get himself a 14-year-old to warm him up.
Even with how dangerous these roads are to drive on, we still came to get you. That's
No
how
way.
That is-
dangerous you are.
These roads are terrible.
You are honestly disgusting. I've never ever read a chat log like that. And the videos.
I can't get over the chef bit.
No, I can't get that's what I can't that's
Doing it
bit
in the kitchen
sick.
and that in between breakfast shifts and stuff, whatever he's doing.
Got caught yesterday, didn't you?
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
he
someone
would
walked
be.
in on you, didn't they? Busted you having a fucking Tommy Tank in the kitchen.
Joe, people have to eat food from there.
I won't be.
No, we'll get a pint, maybe. Because there's a lot of people that are going to know about you. Hopefully people will be passing who you are and all.
Have you ever received any indecent images of children? Was there any indecent images of children on your phone?
No.
Not at all?
No.
At the end of the day, there's no point lying because the police can get them.
It's not
Everything back.
there is nothing like that.
That's fine then. Joe, this young girl walking the street. Fucking.
Take the police on the way, are they?
Yeah.
What?
You sure are.
Hey? No. Right, keep it on me.
You're in here, so. Yeah?
I just can't believe how you think it's right to offer kids money to watch you do what you do. That poor real child.
She jogged you on quick enough though, didn't she, when she realised?
Do you know, you actually bullied her. I read the screenshots. You bullied her, telling her that she was scared and that I think it was she was a wimp and she was a child.
Is a
Basically,
child.
yeah, it's a child. Telling you that she don't want to, telling you to go away, but no, you was there on and on and on at her. Why?
He's a paedophile. Let's keep bringing it back to the fact that he's a paedophile because there's
got
nothing
a
else to
need.
there's nothing else to bring it back to.
I told you he
Love being able-
smoked.
I love being able to say
Kind of his fingers, I
paedophile.
told you he smoked in the video.
Like there's kids coming past
Right,
now.
yeah, now there's
Okay,
kids
just
coming
be quiet
past.
a minute.
No, it's not a crossing. It's a crossing.
Huh?
That's right, they're crossing the
Not a
line.
crossing.
Good.
Maybe they consent.
Do you have like kids now going to the place where you work?
Must do.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a pub, innit? They cater for all. Christenings. Bet you love the christening.
Don't even look over there. You don't deserve to look at that.
I can't believe your excuse it was stupid and lonely and bored and...
Yeah,
That don't
excuses
cut it.
all the time.
Mm.
I'm lonely.
Do you know what I do when I'm bored? Play a game.
Watch telly.
Yeah.
Speak to me mates that I've got because I'm not a paedophile. Take my missus out, because I'm not a paedophile. I take my kids out, and they enjoy spending time out with me, because I'm not a paedophile.
You've not got anything to say.
Why don't you just admit what you are? God, do it now. Look, admit live what you are on this camera. Admit you're a paedophile. Go on, be a big man about it. Admit what you are. I'm a paedophile hunter. That's what I am. So what are you? Considering you're standing in front of me and I hunt people like you.
No, you.
Do you know
We
you've got a
can't
problem?
online-
Do you know you've got a problem though? Do you accept you've got a problem?
We would never usually call you a
You do?
paedophile.
No, but he's been convicted.
Do you?
Actually.
Do you accept you've got a problem? Yeah?
So you are a paedophile then.
So you know you've got a problem?
So just admit it, what you are. Be a
Well,
big
he
man.
has sort of, his admitted he's got a problem, hasn't
He's got a problem, yeah. It's not the only problem he's going to have.
No.
Let's be honest.
I'll give you credit, you've admitted you've got a problem.
I won't give him no credit.
Don't think. I still think you're the scum of the earth, but.
Three-time reoffender, do you know what I mean? He don't deserve any credit for admitting what he is. The least he should do is admit what he is. You were connected in this village, people know you and that, obviously, where you work and stuff. I'm going to go sort this.
Can I hear? No.
No, I'll go do that on paper now.
Okay, get him some real quick across the other side of the road. It's not even worth reading track like that, is it? Oh, we might as well read some.
Do you know, this isn't even our
Look.
cat. This was up to last Saturday.
That's not even part of it. It's only... He's gone across the road.
Straight away,
Can
hi.
you get the kids to go get the kids across the
And then-
road?
Then you ask if I'm interested in making some money. You lied to me about your age. You told me you was 20. I knew that was a lie straight away, because as soon as you came through to me, I stalked your profile down at the phone with you. You told me it was okay that I was 14, and then you go to tell me when I asked what you want me to do. Wank.
What?
Do you know, just watch doing it, you told me how to behave myself. Even though I told you, I didn't want to. You kept on, so I made out that I did. I told you it felt weird and I didn't like it. Telling me that when we meet I can feel your penis and that you can put it in my mouth for me.
Put your head up where you like, I'm posting your picture around here.
Telling me it's like sucking a lolly. You'll put chocolate on it. Mate, that could have caviar on it and champagne, what have you. There's no way.
Oh, look.
What?
Someone he works with.
Oh!
Oh, look!
Would you like
Well, I
to
wouldn't
say-
like going in your kitchen then.
Would you like to say anything to him? So yeah, you go back and tell your boss.
We'll
that
be
you
there
just
later.
sound like a paedophile, aren't you? He's a three-time
I'm in the
reoffender.
back kitchen now. If you want to watch me, I'll have to do it quick. Shall I start wanking now? Do you know, I can flip through like 20 pages at a time, and every page, it's just filth. It really is.
Does it feel like your world's crashing down?
Are you looking forward to me sliding in your pussy? You was on about getting baby oil to lube me up so it didn't hurt.
How many dick pics do you want to send as well?
I mean, how can you fall in love with a 14-year-old child?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, don't do nothing because it goes against the face. You've got to have a good old time in the kitchen of work.
What name has he done?
We've got videos of him wanking away.
Please come out.
Sorry?
Please come.
They are on their way, but obviously with the weather, it took us ages to get here. But I quite like watching you squirm.
I've seen them in the public flat.
She worked for them.
Do you want to read some rap? Yeah?
She told us to break them. We wouldn't go up there once the police turn up.
Cheers, mate.
What? It's big, big,
Let's going to get round you really quickly, isn't it? It's only a small little place. I know where we are.
And he's let me down 3 times for me. It's like, no, fuck it, I'm coming to you. He's had me thinking I'm 14, waiting at Oxford Station.
Does someone have a reasonable chat like that?
Yeah. Yeah, then he comes.
Hey.
I don't read it, I like it.
Where do we get to?
Oh God, Jay, you're not really going to read it.
Where do we get to?
I don't know what.
The whole thing's
The
vile.
whole thing, just getting her to do stuff and
How many pictures did she say she was
18.
doing? 18 indeed. Well, rude
at
pictures.
least in there.
As well as the videos. How many of them are there? So 16, 17 videos?
Thank you.
No.
See you later.
How many
I don't know
videos?
where you got to, Charlie.
I've got about, you just flip through it. Every page is filled.
Yeah.
I've got about 10, 15.
Obviously, sorry it's dragging on, guys, but we've got to wait for the police. And obviously, due to the weather conditions,
You wanted to take me to a hotel. How come she changed her mind? It was alright for me to stay at your room. You wanted me to message you
yeah,
first thing in the morning,
If
so
I'd
that as
like to
soon
see
as I opened my eyes, you could wait for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
The amount
Before school as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Before you went to school.
Because he gets up at like 4 in the morning or whatever to do it, doesn't
It didn't matter if I was late going to school or not, as long as he could do it.
That's what his thing was. Can I do it for you? Can I do it for you?
Why?
You like the Wheelstone Raiders, they were catchphrase. You want some? I'll give it you.
It's scary the amount of kids that have walked past it.
Yeah, it's really scary. It was a very little village here. The pub's going to be full of them.
I think the village is in for a shock.
Didn't see that one, sorry.
Right.
It's just page after page.
Just
of
hope you're not going to be
filth.
let out for a long, long time.
Are you on any medication or anything that you need to take anytime soon?
I was going to say, do you feel threatened by us, but there's only 3 girls and a boy.
Oh, yeah.
3 girls and JR with his Harvey.
It's just some of the things that you said were just disgusting. That'll do.
You what? Yeah. I've got one in my car. JR, you can get the water in my car.
Yeah.
Get it this side. So I've got the ones that's in there. So what were you planning to do once you took her back?
I know exactly what you're planning to do.
What was you planning to do?
It's
That
like,
one.
I'm going to have a shower.
Yeah.
Sit
So it's
down,
a, so
and then it was,
flavoured one.
you can join me in the shower
Join this guy.
if you want to.
Oh, that's a phone call.
Oh, come on,
Let's see who's ringing.
You want your phone?
Well, people from the village have already seen it. So, yeah, can we just see what you're doing on that phone? I don't want you deleting anything.
No, he's looking at messages. He is. He's deleting stuff.
Right, we'll take that off
Take the
again.
phone.
You're not deleting
Well, put it back in your pocket
We'll
then
fucking
until the
lock
police
it.
come.
Dirty nonce.
You did delete it because I saw it.
I didn't delete it.
It doesn't really matter anyway because the
Police
police
are
will
gonna
get
get it
everything
back.
back.
You got child porn on that phone?
No, absolutely. But they will find everything. Have you got any video yet?
She's on the phone now. Please on the phone for her.
Do you know what? I'm going to sleep so easy
Oh, you
tonight
are.
in the nice warm with my family around me after over a month of hell from you.
Enjoy
I've
your
not-
itchy blanket, wouldn't you?
I can't tell you how elated I am to have got you.
Right, the police are on their way, just had police control ring us back, they are on their way, but obviously due to the adverse weather conditions we don't have an estimated time of arrival, but I'll stay here all night with you until they turn up.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's so
Blue lights?
Yeah.
Whoa, blue lights!
But they can't get past her anyway because
Yeah.
they're skidding all
No,
over the
she
place.
said that they're not be
Took me
rapid.
through.
Normal, they are on their way.
Do you know exactly how many children you're talking to or not? you.
Peter, do you know how many children? Do you?
Nah, because there's a lot, isn't there?
The thing that worries me is that although we know decoys are out there, there's also real children, and that is what worries me. This is why you need to get in.
And that is why she put herself through hell to try and stop you talking to other children. So that you'd just talk to her. Because you talked to her a lot, didn't you? Didn't you?
Come on, grow some fucking balls and talk to us.
We've got all the evidence here.
Why do you want to talk to sweet innocent kids?
Yeah, Wesley can't make him take his head down, but that's fine. I'll get his picture posted up on all the sites and that around here. He's already on the UK database. Type in Gosport paedophile ring and you'll find him on the UK database.
We had an up-to-date picture of you as well, because on one of your wank videos you've got to turn the camera around straight away.
That's how we knew who you definitely were. And the police will get all that, so there's no way to say that it was your phone hacked or anything.
There's no way. He told us to talk to a petrol station. We catch him on the way to the petrol
It will,
station.
I will spin! I lost the back end to come down and get you!
I was like,
Fill out the car.
Yeah, sorry, sorry.
you're the silly nonsense getting there before we do.
There he is! He was wearing a blue top, is that
honestly,
underneath him?
when I saw
And you
him-
tried to lie to me when I asked you what your
when I
name
saw him,
was.
my heart was like,
Yeah, that's what I was like.
I'm so glad we've caught you. So glad.
Do you think they should bring back the death sentence for child abusers and kiddie fiddlers?
Well, she never be let out anyway. There's no real cure, is there?
kids that haven't done anything wrong
Yeah.
and that are going to get mind fucked by people like you.
So the relief I'm feeling right now,
I bet you are.
seeing you sitting there squirming the way you are. how do you
Standing
think
in
them
Oxford train
kids-
station for an hour in the freezing cold, waiting for you to get off a non-existent train.
Makes a 14-year-old talking from nowhere in this weather.
You're lucky we gave you water, you deserve nothing.
Huh?
Your only saving grace is that you haven't kicked off and you've actually sat there being calm and that.
I actually thought it was going to be really
Yeah, I
short.
thought you were
Little
gonna
tiny. I
kick off.
didn't think it was going to be tiny.
I thought he was going to be rolling around in the snow type of guy. And I really weren't up for that today, so I will thank you for not making me get cold and wet. Thank you very much.
You're sorry for what you've done.
More than sorry.
You've admitted that you've got a problem. What's to say that you're not going to do it again? You've done it, this is the third time now.
And he's let out with no counselling or anything. Not that that would do any good, but the fact that he wasn't.
Do you not see these videos on Facebook or anything?
Nah?
So he did, because he must
Yeah,
have.
you must have done, because you said about being set up, so you must have seen some. Have you?
I haven't seen anything on
Remember us, don't ya? Shadowhunters UK. We've come and got you. Don't forget us, because we're going to see you in court. I'm going to come to court anyway.
Did you actually turn up to Leeds train station last week
No,
and get
of course
approached by
he-
people?
Of course he didn't.
Hold on. Did you?
Why would you say that?
Too busy at home or in the kitchen playing himself.
Do you know, on the Saturday morning I was trying to sort out my kids' bedrooms and you wanted to go in the train station, toilet at Oxford to have a wank. What is right about that? Do you get off on like doing it in different places?
With children watching you.
Yeah, that's the thing. He likes
It's the
kids.
children watching you.
You must give him some sort of power trip or something.
Do you not know how much you'd destroy a real child if they watched doing that on video?
He already has destroyed a real child. He's destroyed his own child. Who fucking hates him, and I don't blame him. Poor kid, having you as a father. Do you know what I mean? She was swallowed.
Have we got any more decoys, do we know? Lots of them.
Sure, I can't. I
Lots
know
of them got
that
blocked. I know
there's-
there's lots that just got blocked, didn't they? If you don't do what you do, you need to do, you just block it.
Do you know, you are like an expert online groomer.
You are.
Because you try to be so clever, and today I've of all days, you made that one mistake of giving out your location.
And they always do in the end.
Yeah.
Because the need outweighs
For
the risk.
weeks, I've been trying to find out where you. I knew you from Oxford. I've known that for weeks because everything pointed back to it.
We had you all over the place. We had you in, where did we have you? Gosport.
You've got another profile, Peter
Yeah.
Houghton, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
he runs off, he's got a fake profile as well.
We was not leaving today until we got you.
And then if that meant going to your work and phoning them up to get you in, because for whatever reason
He
that
just
was what we
said
were
he's
going to do. No, he just said he don't.
He
He
don't
works,
live
he
at
works
your
up
work?
there
No.
and he's come from down that way.
Yeah.
So he don't live at his work.
You sure you don't?
No,
No, it's
all the
not.
locals have pointed that way. So the pub he
Even
works.
the woman that just spoke to me.
Oh, she must have finished then.
Yeah, she must have been.
Oh.
It is red, it's like children.
I don't get you get out talking to children.
There you go.
See, it's gone round, everyone
knows.
knows now.
So now, we've got to protect you if anyone comes out to have a go at you. I don't really feel up to it today, though.
We have to.
Oh, we
No,
have to
don't,
go
don't make him feel safe.
No, but we have to. We have to. Not that I'd want to, but we'd have to. So I don't want to muck this up. I want you put away for a very long, long, long time. So we'd have to protect you.
But a little bit disappointed it was me that turned up and not a 14-year-old. Not quite the same as in the picture, am I? Lovely age.
Let's stop. Does it snow?
It's not snowing, it's just blowing around.
Oh, I'm so cold, but this is so worth it.
Do you want to say anything? Because now's your time to say something. Have you got anything to say to this lady who you put through hell?
Sorry's not enough, is it?
No, it's not.
Is that?
The only
Sorry,
sense
not
that
enough.
it's enough is that it was me and not a real child.
Yeah.
That is all I carried on with it all for.
She's been fantastic. She really has.
She's put up with these files for weeks.
Even my husband can't get over how disgusting you are.
Yeah, her husband watched as well. That's nice, isn't it?
He doesn't get involved in what I do. He supports me 100%, but having to watch what I've had to go through with you.
We've all had to watch it.
Yeah.
We've all watched it. Vile.
Oh, mistakes on him.
Best thing you can do is like find the best thing you can Oh,
I'm so glad.
So,
Do you know what?
you said all along Oxford,
Yeah.
didn't you? All along you said it was Oxford, even though we've been
I kept-
everywhere. All along.
I kept my babies off school today just so
No.
the parents could babysit,
Yeah.
so I could come and get you.
Yeah.
There was no way I was
Oi.
letting you go.
Pedo! Your fucking face is on Facebook, mate. You might as well be a fucking dead man walking round here.
Right, see? That's what you got. You never come back here again.
well,
All over Facebook, we're going to have to watch out because they're all going to turn up. Yeah, watch out.
let me go and intercept him.
Okay.
Just wait and see what he does.
Yeah.
Great, in the middle of nowhere with not really much security. Fantastic.
Yeah, he needed diving. See now, everyone knows now, doesn't
Yeah.
they?
So you not only put yourself in danger, you put us in danger as well.
Our goal is complete.
Yeah.
How old is he? How old are you?
48.
49?
48.
48. Is he stopping him?
Yeah, they're going to go try and stop him. He's
Oh, great. See? We're gonna have to stop him.
Can you call the police again?
No, she has. Don't worry.
that he's not going to come over.
He won't
That's
come
what I
over,
mean.
because that's what we have to stop
Even us
him.
females will stand here and protect you. Because that's what we have to do. Seeing you go to prison is a lot more than someone beating the shit out of you.
He's going to get round.
I hate taking these parties. It's made me so fucking angry.
You might have to ring him again just to say.
I don't know, it's fine. They've got it.
Gone.
They've got it. It's fine.
We can't get
Please
them.
can't
We have
get
to
here any
protect him,
quicker.
otherwise it's going to
On the way.
back the case up. Whoever put that just now.
Honestly, the police are blue lighting it. They can't get here any quicker.
Yeah, but they can't because of the road, so they can't even if
Yeah,
blue
that's what I
light it. They
mean.
can't.
We've been spinning all along the
Yeah.
roads in our car and that.
We've been parked at where you told us to originally meet, and I couldn't even get out of the car park. You wanted a 14-year-old girl to just get in a cab and say to the cab driver, this petrol station, I'm not going to say where we are.
All these other meets that you've tried to arrange as well. You would have left a 14-year-old on her own at a train station in a place that she doesn't really know. I don't get what you think's right about that.
So why did you come out today?
I just had to stop that bloke from coming down here with a baseball bat and painting these walls with your fucking brains.
Don't keep swearing.
So, feel a bit thankful to us, yeah? Even though we're going to put you in prison.
Can whoever on admin put on there to stay away from location, please? Admin.
Corey, you think?
Corey.
Like, he's lying, mate. The way he's just sitting there like it's like nothing.
Well, maybe our prison doing it.
I can't believe.
So please stay away from location because there's not many of us.
And not only that,
Tony JR, we won't stand a chance.
you want to see him in prison. If they want to sort him out when he gets in there, that's up to them, but...
I don't get why you're still walking around. I really don't get that. See what I mean?
Your life is done, and I am so glad about that.
You're
Actually, it's probably better. There is only us.
safe.
Those
Yeah.
other blokes
They're
in
going
there,
to have
isn't
to remind him.
Yeah, he's going to have to be reminded. Get your 3 square meals though. At least the chef won't have been wanking before he made your meals.
there? But
No,
they're
no,
coming.
no.
Well, they have today. Did you get one today, Jazz?
No.
Okay, that's a bit more clean.
No, because the kids rule at home.
If anyone from the prison service watches this, yeah, do not give this guy a job in a kitchen. Because he's vile and filthy and he'll do disgusting things all over your floor.
What do you, because, do you know what I mean? You actually coming down your trousers, on your shoes, all over around.
Everywhere. Over your yellow fingers.
Do you know what I mean? Do you not find that a bit strange that you'd want to do that in your workplace?
It's made me not want to ever eat in a restaurant again.
Yeah, why do you do that at work for?
Peter Hicks.
Why are you doing that at work? Grow some fucking balls.
He was on Facebook as Peter Hix.
And also Peter, he's got another one
And
as
then
well.
Peter Hick.
No, his
Like
name's
Peter Horton.
Horton, completely different surname. But please stay off his Facebook. Come on, police.
Honestly, them roads are bad.
Yeah, we know how bad. Cheers, Bella.
Cheers.
Dead man, you know, you're a dead man, mate.
And that is the result when you think
What you
it's
do to our
okay
children.
to wank live to a 14-year-old, talk sexual to a 14-year-old. Did you think you weren't ever going to get caught?
Did you know you were going to get caught sometime? You did?
Do you know what sickens me more about this? The fact that there's a real child involved.
Probably more
At
than
least one.
That is why I was determined to get him, why I've been through hell, because I knew there was a child.
Do you know the damage you would have done to her?
Not just mentally, but physically.
Her soul will be destroyed. She'll grow up and she'll have her life, but she won't be the same ever again.
She told you she was 13 and you bullied her because she kept saying go away, she didn't want to watch you. them chat logs that I read made me cry. How can you bully a 13-year-old girl? She probably doesn't even know what wanking means. They're just fucking.
But what he does is he plays on their naiveness by offering them £500 a time. Have you got £500? Huh?
How are you ever going to pay someone that money?
Don't look like you've got 500 pence, mate.
I was going to buy me a new phone because the camera's broke on mine. Do you know what? You was that stupid thinking my camera's broke. It tells you in the corner that the camera is off.
It's because he's a paedophile. They don't care. They just want to get their kicks out of kids.
You've just got a need that just can't stop, can you? And we've stopped you. I hope you're never ever let out, and I hope you're never ever allowed internet access ever again.
Sick. Are these words that I'm using to describe you, vile, sick, paedophile, do you agree that they're accurate? Because I think I couldn't think of anything more accurate. Scum of the earth. Pond scum.
When you go down to the police station, please do not play on an LD card and
I didn't know what I was
you
doing when I
know,
was hacked.
you knew exactly what you was typing, you knew exactly what you was doing, you knew exactly what you meant.
You're going to get even worse if you don't admit it, because we've got all the proof. We wouldn't be here if we didn't have
And then
all the proof.
when we pull him over, are you Peter? No. Really? How many people look like you? Sex offender.
Except he was a lot shorter.
Your pictures all over the internet, over like UK database, Dark Justice, like, you know, there's no getting away from it, and now you're going to be all over our page. I'm going to make sure that you're all over many teams' pages as possible, and I'm going to make sure that your face is known in this village, and people know what you are. People deserve to know what they're around.
We've got a lot. Well, how many people watching this at the moment?
2,000.
And so when this actually does go, we're going to have thousands, actually.
2,000 people, then once it's all shared and stuff, there'll be loads of people. Most of our videos average about 100,000 views. But I'm going to make a special dispensation for you because I'm contacting the local press about you. The local paper, when I get home, I'll Google what it is, I'll send them the video and I'll send them all your information. And then hopefully they'll do a nice big front page spread about you.
Oh, your boss has been notified. I hope they're going to go and clean that kitchen out.
Hold on, I know his boss's name. It begins with J, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm going to have a word with him in a minute. If he's watching, get the kettle on, mate.
Yeah. Get the beers in.
Yeah. No beer today. Too
No,
cold for
dry
beers.
as well.
Too cold for beers. I'll have a coffee.
Where are you coming from, London?
Didcot.
Oh, God.
Yeah, sorry about this, guys. It's dragging, but at the end of the day, we've only got as much control as the police let us have, so. And they give us none.
You wanted to see and have a chance to talk and watch him squirm? How do you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah. She deserved her day to see you. She really
I'm
did.
glad the police are taking their time for Chelsea's sake.
You might want to say something, facts.
No, he can't smoke him in prison. Can't smoke him while he's in a police cell. 24 hours he'll be in there minimum, and they won't let him out for a fag. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fags so far in how long?
An hour.
An hour.
Really?
Been an hour, really.
It's been an hour. It's like just
What's
this
my
far.
time?
No wonder I can't feel my feet.
I can't get off the floor. That wasn't easy. I want to try and get your face because you keep looking down. Because you feel shame, I hope.
We're trying to expose you.
Are you ashamed for what you've done?
Yeah.
I was trying to sit up at the beach.
That'd been funny.
Are you glad you've been caught? Yeah. Okay, at least you're nodding. Because it was you were eventually going to get caught. You knew that.
Can't.
It just took us a long time to find you.
The amount I've spoken to, you were the only one who's done what you've done to me. I like to think I'm quite a strong person. You broke me.
You did. But she's strong.
One down, more to go. It's shocking how many young children are in this village.
There's loads, they're all past. Who's that? Oh, don't choke.
Oh yeah, that'd be a shame. Yeah, get that big coat out.
I just want a drink.
Oh.
Yeah, don't. Calm down.
Yes, stay away from the location.
Yeah,
It's
stay
only,
We've got it under control.
it's only JRV and he likes to run.
You ain't got no chance in this.
Sit inside him as well.
Right. I'm just fucking bored. Waiting for the police to turn up for this.
I'll say you've ruined your life, but you did that the first time, then you got out and you did it again, and then you did it again. And now you've done it now.
People like you don't learn. Like, do you know you've heard of 3 strikes and you're out?
But they don't learn because there's no cure.
That's what I mean. 3 strikes and you're out. They should just literally put you to sleep. Like,
They just let you out.
They
They
put
just-
dogs to sleep for biting people and that, and this is a lot worse than that, in my opinion. I mean, you're lower than a dog in my books. I mean, like worm, lower than a snake's belly, I think.
It might charge you for all the printing I've done for about 2 tree worth. And a USB stick.
And that's not even all of it.
Yeah. Look at him. Doesn't he look happy, everyone? Happy to meet shadow hunters. Everyone's usually happy to meet shadow hunters. Not this one, though.
I'm happy.
I'm so happy. I feel at peace now, a bit more. You must.
Yeah.
God, how long
How much
have I got?
battery you got? Oh, I don't know how much I've got. It was full. You can't tell while it's on video. It'll just die, but it's fine. It should be full. You just have to swap onto yours. Yeah. Yours,
I should say for your sake, there's no more real children involved.
Yeah,
I think if
Oh.
I find out there is, I would actually cry.
I really hope not. Do you know how many children you were talking to? The ones you didn't block. Do you know how many you were talking to? Like now, how many you're talking to? Do you?
How many? Are you going to cry?
No, it's cold. It's shaking.
Oh, that's a shame. Bit of a laugh.
And you say you got no indecent images whatsoever on that phone. Have you ever had any sent to you? Have you ever done a video cam and another child and you can actually see the child online?
I hope to God you haven't.
Sick.
I actually feel
Has
sick.
any child ever video cammed you?
That tells you that you're talking to a lot of decoys.
Do you know what? You're a bit silly as well. Last Saturday when you wanted to wank for me in the train station toilet, I got myself on camera. I thought I'd kicked the camera off and I hadn't.
He wouldn't care anyway. He just wants to do it for ya.
Can you check ET?
I can't though, there's no
Oh.
caller ID.
Oh, okay. Ow.
I'll tell you what it is, I'll get you.
It's already all been passed over to there.
They're on their way, just however long they're way.
Yeah, they're definitely on their way. She said they're definitely on their way, but because you're right.
Oh, thank you. What a gentleman, JR.
Never been called that before.
More chat up?
No, I'm just taking some pictures to put up round here. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Not exactly the way you was planning on how this Saturday was going to go, is it?
I wonder what you'll be doing now.
Miserable looking shit now.
It's been cool. Thought it was going to have a fun night tonight, didn't it?
Yeah. Child.
Does it matter if this gets wet down?
No, it's fine.
Anything you got to say? No, I keep asking that and you don't say anything, do you? Can't bear that cute little dog looking over your shoulder. Trying to block it out. I'm not mooning anyone, am I?
No.
Just that I can't see his face if I stand up.
Yeah, that's right. Do whatever you feel comfortable doing.
We have been talking, whoever said why is no one talking, it's just that he's not talking to us.
Yeah.
And we've been waiting for a long, long time for the police to come.
Waiting for an hour. He won't talk to us because he's not got the bottle.
We've read the chat logs out, they're vile.
And now we're just literally waiting for the police, and that is it. And then he can go off in his Pandora bracelets in his nice taxi for one, straight down to the police station.
So, JR, we've got some new joiners. Should we tell them exactly what we're doing here then? And
Yeah,
what
go on, and you want to go for it, or do you want me to do
You
it?
can do it, it's right. But just
Right,
let's say.
today we are here with Peter Hicks. Peter Hicks is 48. He lives in Stadhampton in Oxfordshire. He is a three-time re-offender. Was part of a paedophile ring with his family, mum, dad and brother. And he's been talking to our decoy, run by Chelsea, for about 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks now. He's been elusive. He's failed 3 meets in train station up north.
Oh, there's a real child involved,
There's
which we've been talking.
There's real children involved in this, and there's definitely more real children involved in this, considering he's part of a paedophile ring. So that is who we have standing in front of us today, Peter Hicks. Yeah, he was part of
He
it.
was part of a paedophile ring, yeah.
He's bound to have been if he's been convicted of it, he's bound to have abused a child in some description, because otherwise he wouldn't have got convicted for it.
So that's where we're at, and we took a long time. There's lots of research by the team and other teams that helped us to try and track him down.
Yeah, thank you to Exposure Central, Eddie, and thank you to Skid, Alex,
Yeah.
and also Net Justice, who
And
done, and Jay for K.
Con, yeah.
Jay for K.
And lots of people have been trying to track you down.
Giving us a massive run around the last month.
Leeds,
haven't
where
you?
have we been? Leeds.
Leeds,
3
Scotland.
times. Scotland. We thought you were in Scotland for a once. We didn't go up there though, but I'm sure Chelsea would have done. She could have done.
In case he was.
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah.
And it feels amazing.
I think it was CPO that were on standby, so thank you to
No.
them.
Yeah.
CPF, South Texas,
CPF.
Scotland.
Oh, thank you to them for being on standby just in case he was.
So that's the update, and we've been waiting in the snow
For an hour or
for
so.
an hour. You guys drove how many hours?
3 hours,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's about 3 hours.
Mine's about an hour and a half. Skidding.
Yeah, the snow-
Getting
only
stuck.
got-
JR got me out the car park.
See, JR has his uses.
I wish they'd hurry up. They should be here from there by now.
Shouldn't be too much longer. Quite amazing. I think no one's going to even tried it.
No one's what?
No one's going to even tried anything on with them.
Well, I think they realise that it's just going to ruin everything.
Yeah.
What actually made you turn up today?
What was different today?
It could have been really good and said, because I didn't want to leave a 14-year-old girl out in the freezing cold snow after making her
Just-
travel half the country.
But this is the only time that you came to him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
but you still made her get off the train.
Get a taxi.
Just get a random cab, a 14-year-old girl, she's paid for a train ticket because you couldn't be bothered to go to the station to get her. To get a cab to a random petrol station. You didn't really give the proper details, did it?
No, it's
You
just
said
on the corner, and lucky enough, turn the corner.
There it was.
really.
Well, actually, we'll spin the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually can't feel
never
anything
wanted
now.
the police to turn up. So quickly in my life.
Is that kids again? On the other side?
Yeah, it's like they're on the other side of the road.
What are you thinking now?
Seems like such a well-respected area as well.
That's been really nice.
Peter, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Gonna shoot myself or something.
You what?
If I'd gonna shoot myself or something.
You're going to kill yourself?
No, he said if he had a gun, he'd kill himself. What? Because you got caught?
Because I'll
No,
tell the police
Jay,
that.
hold on, hold on.
So he gets
What?
remanded.
Yeah, wait a
He's
minute.
a risk
Because
to
what?
himself.
Because you've got caught, or what? Because you know you've got a problem. Why would you want to? If you had a gun, would you want to kill yourself, Peter? For what reason? Because you got caught, or because you feel bad about what you've done? Which one? You feel bad about what you've done, okay. What, now, or in the past, or everything? But do you think there's anything anyone can do to help you?
Yeah, we'll do.
Peter?
I hope so.
Yeah, I had a place to change my get up.
So what do you think your problem is then? You don't know? So why do you like children so much? Why do you have to do that to children?
I didn't tell my van, I'll take my van.
Peter, why do you have to do that to children? Why children? There's plenty of adult sites out there that sit and watch you do that. So why do you choose children? Please answer, why?
Are you attracted to children?
What is it about children? Innocence? What then? What then?
Right, leave it.
Okay. I'll keep going until we have to.
Cut face.
Sorry, I tried to get it out of him.
Cut face.
You what? What now?
Yeah.
What, even before they get here?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to cut the feed. We'll be back later with an update. Okay. We're going to cut the feed.
So the reason we asked is that we can take you through the session and interview you. So you see any evidence, we can protect one of your people and any child, children and anyone else, okay? Do you understand? Yeah? Have you got anything on you that might cause you or me or colleagues any harm? Okay? So it's a
phone on
cut
you.
down.
Yeah, buddy, you're on. No sharp thing or anything, mate?
Do you have any medical conditions, Peter?
Depression.
Depression. And you said you take any tablets for that?
No.
Right, okay. Just have a chat with you guys.
Yeah, do you want
There's a USB stick there as well.
Also, we're seizing this as part of the offence, okay?
getting handcuffed, alright? Pete, you want to go in the van? Just to transport us. We're going to be going to Abingdon next, alright? Just come with the back of the van, buddy.
I'll need it in a food format that we can use.
Yep.
Go to the police station because I've got to book him in and that. We might as well do it while we're here.
Yeah, go get a coffee and warm up and that, and then we'll go and do a statement, yeah?
Yeah.
That's his phone.
Alright.
It's his phone ringing. Yeah, that's what
I know you did.
We'll put some heating on when we get going, alright?
Alright guys, and there he is. Peter Hicks, 48, Stadhampton. 3-time reoffender, now making his way to Oxfordshire Police. Thank you very much for watching everyone, and I'll speak to you later. And check your kids' devices and stay safe in this horrible weather. Big love.